to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports.
You're like a circle that floats around me.
Team here, you all in the comments. Let me know what you all think. Poke some holes, right? Losh, size. He's much. Guys, thanks for watching. Losh. All right, time to go. Please tell the people the team that you back to.
Well, I can show you. That one right there.
I'm gonna edit that out in post, right?
Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion. We go live in 10. Number 9.
8. Yo! 7.
Number 6.
5.
Entry.
Yes, guys, welcome back to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sport, and we are here to discuss Game Week 22. And of course, it is a double game week. I'm here joined by my intelligent Arsenal expert, right? He picks Arsenal, he backs Arsenal, so automatically intelligent. I can think of one famous, popular talk show host that is Arsenal fan. I'm kind of vexed that he is, but we won't go into that. But Aaron, thanks for coming through. Thanks for joining me this evening. Please, guys, thanks for joining us. And don't forget to check out our show that we had on Monday, where I had a full panel roasting and wildcarding my team, and it was fun. It was everything I wanted it to be. I love roasting in real life. So, maybe I might do something like that, but I really enjoyed it, and we might do it in the future. If you want to get your team roasted, DM me, email me, let me know, and we could facilitate that for you if you want to get your team properly roasted, not just chopping block, but properly roasted. And it was good, and I got some decent insight. I'm still yet undecided if I'm going to wildcard or just take some minuses as yet, but I have enough time between now and I think 4 p.m., 2 p.m. tomorrow around that time?
4 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, 3 p.m. deadline. So 2 p.m. because
of course,
the crash numbers. So.
Glitches and crashes, of course, right?
2 p.m.
Big up Kapil all the time. Thanks for coming through, bro. I appreciate you. So let's dive straight in. So, of course, just a preview, no reviewing to do. We did all that last week, right? You broke up the show really nice. So now we're just gonna go straight into the game week. But before we go there, Abba, so this game week, this double game week, what jumps out to you the most when you were planning for this game week? You still planning? You finished planning? What's going on?
Well, I saving my free transfers for the next double game week. So I kind of plan ahead because I bring in my Man United assets. So my shows I had Rashford and Shaw a little while, but I brought them in specifically for this game week and because they was in form too. But so I don't really have much changes to do, and it's just the Man United assets that I'm targeting for the double game week. So,
all right, solid. Well, let's start it now. Let's start it one time. So, of course, our usual segment, our buy, sell, hold. So, of course, I will help out and interject in this one too. So, Aaron, if not for just for your team in general, buy, sell, holds, anyone. So, let's start with buy, sell, hold.
Well, Man United will be the team to try and buy from. So, if you don't have Shaw, you can look at your Shaws.
Okay.
If you don't have Rashford, I don't know what you're doing, but you could bring in Rashford. You could bring in Rashford. Martial come on and play good.
Correct.
During the week. And it was a good Forest team too. So people might say, well, it was Forest, but Forest played well. So
no, they did well. Yeah.
Forest
just one clinical.
Correct. And I have a kind of wild one too. Sancho come on and look good too. So I don't think he will start, but he might get some minutes. So
right.
Sancho mightn't be a bad shout as well. So, I only promoting the Man United assets.
Of course. But sorry, not to cut you, but in your because of course you played professionally, and of course the window is over. You think that Sancho is just to make sure he still has his legs and can help them out with the double game week? Yes, I know they brought in Sabitzer because remember, of course, we know that Ericsson is out for a bit. Martial,
No
so.
coming back. Yeah.
Right, Weghorst is still, even though he has played in the Premier League, he still get his feet wet with, of course, the chemistry of the team. So you think, based on your view and your experience, you think he's just in there just to see how his legs and his fitness and how much he can manage, how much he could help for the double game week, hectic schedule coming up, and of course, Man U are still in Europe as well.
Yeah, so Sancho getting back fit and gained the little minutes yesterday. Yeah, yesterday is basically like a test for him to see how he could contribute to the team. I don't think he will become a starter anytime soon because Ten Hag love and Anthony. But what he did yesterday was interesting to me because he put Bruno on the right hand side and Sancho played in Bruno position, which is a calm, the kind of central attacking midfielder role. So that was interesting. So yeah, I think Sancho will get plenty minutes, especially if he's doing that, because they already have another central attacking midfielder now. And that will be interesting. If Sancho play that position, I think he will get even more points because he'll be more involved. He'll be in the center of the goal, so he'll be shooting and combining with Martial or Weghorst. Weghorst real good with the 1-2s, and Sancho very good at picking up from the striker, as in his Dortmund days. You could see he love combining with his forwards to get shots off and whatnot now. So yeah, I don't think he'll be our starter in the coming game weeks, but as he get back up his fitness, Sancho will be a real good one. So like that is somebody maybe you could have on your radar or your watch list, or something like that. And like you said, they are Europa League, so it have plenty football to play. He will get minutes.
Plenty football to play, bro. So of course, Sell. Who's the big sell right now?
Sell boy. I know. Everybody's like all the major assets doing pretty well. I would have said Son, but nobody has Son. But then Son come and score last week in the FA Cup, and he looked real good. But which I find was interesting because he looked very good without Harry Kane.
Right.
Because he was the focal point. I feel like he and Harry Kane bouncing heads now. They were working together well, but now he on a superstar level now. And I think they're bouncing heads now. So that was interesting. I want to see if he will perform in that manner with Harry Kane. So.
No, I'm glad he said that, but I will bring that up in the next segment because I think he falls under a T segment, but we'll get there, right? And of course, who's the best Hole right now?
Matoma in real form.
Okay.
So that's another buy. Like if you do
yes.
Yeah, you could run in on the Matumas, and they have a nice little run of games coming up too. So yeah, if you have him, hold him. If you don't have him, you could buy him.
Yeah, I fully agree with that, Mitoma, for sure. For me, going into this, well, of course, any Man U asset, but I want to, of course, go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So Leeds, I love to talk about the other. It's a double. It's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Not being, mischievous. It is there.
Yeah.
And of course, Nonto, Rodrigo.
Really good options.
Yeah, you have some decent options there. Yeah, and I doubt the new signing. Yeah,
McKennie.
Yeah, those you will play right away, maybe. You never know. But I'm not too sold on him, and I know he come from a good, he's come Serie A playing well, okay, player, but not too sold on him just yet. I have to see him in action. But for what I know I'm comfortable with, Nonto for sure, and of course Rodrigo for sure. Can't go around Rodrigo. Of course. Sell. Well, what I've seen people doing, they've been selling an extra. Let's say they're selling an extra Arsenal asset, bringing in a United, and then they're going to swap him back. But I find as a weird move, not enticing to me. I mean, the best sell right now will be any dead strikers and try and bring in Nketiah if you don't have Nketiah, or bring in, Tony or something like that. Hold. Well, of course, hold all your Man U assets, But I guess the best sell might be to Newcastle. Try to dump Newcastle because the problem with this game week, You want to jump on Man U, you want to jump on Newcastle. But, Aaron, they blank in 25, 26 there, they blank with the Carabao Cup final.
Very
So
soon.
that's six players that you have there.
Cool.
Right? So
That would be a problem.
that is a problem because you want to triple. Most people tripled up Newcastle. I would like to assume most, right? If not double, let's say for the
Except double,
right? Let's say I
Yeah.
triple, but most people at least you had
At least
Trippier, Almiron, or Trippier Botman, Trippier Shaw. That was a combo. Or
correct.
who had Trippier, Almiron, Pope, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, and then of course, right now most people will do the Shaw, Weghorst, Rashford, or Shaw, Rashford, Bruno. Right, if feasible. So let's say 5 players then, right? So let's say you went with the defensive double of Trippier and Botman, I'm just saying, and you went with your Rashi, your Bruno, and your Shaw. So that's in itself there's a bit of a pickle, but we'll see. But to me, of course, it's good to buy some Man U assets, some Leicester, Leeds assets. Sorry, if you have Mitoma, hold him for sure. Hold Brighton. See another good team because I think it's really time to dump some Newcastle assets to free up and get ready for that game week coming up for sure. You can swap them off for some City assets if you don't have any. Do we hold City right now or no? Hold Mahrez? Buy Mahrez now or buy him or wait till next week?
If like the thing with Mahrez is what you're going to do, who you're getting rid of to get Mahrez. So like I was a KDB enthusiast. So
right.
I'm not going to tell you to sell KDB to go Mahrez because I find that counterproductive now. So but if you're going to sell maybe I don't know. So like maybe you might want to get rid of Arsenal asset. So that I wouldn't encourage that either, but just saying, and to go to Mahrez, I could understand that. Or maybe Almiron, because you want to clear out in Newcastle because you're preparing for the blank game weekend 24, 25. So you could maybe go from Almiron to Mahrez. That's possible. So so if you're going City to City, so KDB to Mahrez or maybe Grealish to Mahrez, I wouldn't advise that. But if you're going maybe like Almiron or Arsenal asset to Mahrez, then and I don't think the Pep roulette will start just yet because Europe not here as yet. Maybe when Europe start, then Mahrez might get less game time. But he's the best player right now, so I think he needs to start. And they're chasing us now, so he need all his weapons on the field. So yeah.
Now, question: What about Mr. Harry Kane?
If you have Harry Kane, I think keep him because Harry Kane form.
If you don't have him, is he a must buy?
He's not a must buy because you have strikers who's scoring.
So you don't think he's so? Do you have Harry Kane, my chance?
Nah, I don't have Harry Kane.
Okay, so you're not feeling left out.
Nah, I'm not feeling left out. No, because the Haaland points making up for Harry Kane points.
Okay.
And you have other strikers that's scoring. So Tony scoring and Kentia scoring. So not feeling. That's the thing with this season, points everywhere, boy. Like you're getting points, striker, midfield, defenders. So like your team could be totally different than somebody else's team, but you're still getting as much points as them now. The only main constant is having Haaland and having Arsenal assets. So that's the spine of your team for this. But around that, you could build and do whatever. It's real nice. This FPL real nice.
All right, so let's move right along. So transfer radar.
I have Kulu on my transfer radar. Kulusevski. Well, I don't have Nketiah yet, so he on my radar as well. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for the double game week to bring in Nketiah. So Nketiah on my radar as well. And this the Ferguson fellow was on my radar, but he get injured, so.
Any of the transfers on your radar? Any of the new boys on your radar yet? We have Modric, we have Danjuma, we have Sabitzer.
Chelsea have a whole side to pick from.
Right, Jorginho. Anybody at all transfer radar jump that attracting your eye? At least transfer, just on your radar.
You know who are it might be one from left field, which is Keylor Navas. I think he will be a real good budget keeper. Keylor Navas, and he will make saves now because he keeping for Forest, and Forest is not a bad team, so he had the odd chance to keep a clean sheet and make a 5 saves. That is real points, and he don't have to be your main keeper. He will be like a real good, like an upgrade to Wardner, and I think he's 4.0. I'm not sure where he started. I think he's 4.0. I ain't sure. If he's 4.0, that would be real sweet.
I got to mention that I see that they brought in Ayu as well. Interesting one.
Oh, Navas is 4.5. Not we bring in Ayu, Andre Ayu.
Yeah, I saw that announced today. Yeah, I was like, bro, I thought transfer no closed. Yeah. So I found out was not just now. Not the one that plays the Palace, the other one.
Yeah, Andre.
Yeah.
He was playing. I really see Santi Cazorla post up on his Instagram telling him goodbye now. So I thought he was. I didn't think he was coming back in the Prem, and he did leave the Qatari team that Santi does play for. Al Sadd, I think. Yeah, Al Sadd.
Yeah, I found that was a very interesting one. I mean, I'm not tempted. I love my way strikers, but I'm not that tempted yet.
I'm not tempted.
I'm not tempted at all.
But Morgan Gibbs-White injured, so
yeah. So that's it. They had to do it.
Yeah, they had to, because Surridge is not the guy.
No,
Surridge, yeah, but he's not the guy.
He threw away a big chance. Yes, yesterday. Yeah.
Surridge is not the guy, but
no, definitely not the guy.
But out of all the transfers, Navas will be on radar. I'm not running in any of the Chelsea attacking options yet. I'm still watching Chelsea. I ain't too sure about. Well, they will get good, but I'm not sure how fast they're going to get good now. So.
Right, I feel you. I'm not vexed at all. I feel you there. Yeah. I feel it there for sure. Because again, as you say, not his fault, Joao Felix, but
Yeah.
Well, so we'll wait on that one. We'll wait on that one. Because I definitely, I'm not too excited on that one. For sure. I want to just add this quickly. So we're talking transfers. So let's just look at some trends now. So we had top transfers in this game week. So in Bruno, of course, out Cancelo. That's understandable, sense, right? Sure. In Shaw, because of course the double game week, run out. So people started to dump out there. Because I guess people have lost faith in Almiron. I saw even someone on the panel the other night said that that's it for him, but only do 1 goal or 1 assist coming up, and I'm like, all right. Rashi, of course, midfield, coming in, Martinelli out, so that's another one that people have lost faith in and going more for Saka. Mitoma in, Mitrovic out, again, someone else falling out of favor, right? Which I think is a big mistake. I think he's a solid, still a solid asset. But there are other strikers that are on fire.
That's the thing. It's other strikers on fire. Because look, the next man who brought in is Nketiah.
Yeah.
So people could go Mitrovic to Nketiah. So
yeah. It's not like last season where we were suffering and struggling for strikers. It's been pretty consistent so far, I must say, very consistent. Of course, I was trying to get some other. Okay, so we have some people bringing in Modric. Wow, Modric. Okay,
that's a good point to know.
Yeah.
2.7,
not bad.
Yeah, I think he will be a very good player.
But he's a very good player. In this double game week, it makes sense going on someone that unknown. Bro.
Nah.
I know it's a differential, but I'm just saying.
For me, no, but if you're trying to take a hit take a risk to make up some points, that is not a bad shot. No. And they playing Fulham home, so.
But in the climate where we have back-to-back double game weeks, I find unless you're somebody really minus and say what I are bound to get around the points, I just find it an interesting one. Right. We have Mahrez coming in. I see Rodrigo flag, so that might be a big problem there. I have to check. We'll check that. We'll check that out.
Bamford looked good in the FA Cup game. Not gonna lie. So Bamford may start if Rodrigo injured.
Oh, spoil Rodrigo, boy. Let me see how bad it is in truth. Rodrigo. I not see. Rodrigo, ankle/foot injury. He's currently being assessed. He's ruled out. Suffer. Oh my word. They think he might be. he might return till the end of March. Wow,
Plenty, boy.
that is problems there.
Nice problem.
Wow. Well then, Lee's. Oh boy, pressure.
Nah, but Leeds will be good.
Yeah.
They bought a striker. A French fella.
Well, I hope.
And
I
he
really
looked
hope.
good. He and Bamford will link up well.
Link up, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll be good. They'll be good. I don't think they'll get relegated or anything.
All right, I'll take it with it.
Yeah. And that West Ham signing is a real good signing too.
Yeah. All right, who are the traps? I want to jump on that one first. So you mentioned Son looking good in FA Cup. Son doing a Kane right now, where he's scoring and everything. Well, not Kane right now, but what Kane was doing. You know, he's scoring everything else except the league or except for England, he's scoring it right. So Son's scoring and everything outside except the Prem.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know yet, but maybe with the Danjuma might do something. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, right? But that's one of my traps. What's that trap?
I agree with this one. What is that trap, boy? I starting to feel like Darwin is a trap, you know?
Right.
Because he gain any positions. I think he will come good eventually, but you know he's that asset that you just want him to do well. So you're just keeping him because that is trappy behavior. So yeah, I'll put Darwin in the trap. In the trap house. I'll put Darwin in the trap house.
Salah. Trap?
Yeah, he been a trap. I feel like I do read at the top, but you know, in the trap house, his ankle chained to the door.
What you will say to people, Shamir, that holding on to him, boy. Holding on.
Nah, Shamir sell him this week. Had to be. He sell him this week.
Bro.
You think he sell him this week?
Well.
So if KDB ever do me that, I might be in that position. I might sell KDB now, boy. So
yeah, and KDB have me in that position because I have KDB for a long time. And I kept it in him and stuff too. So you know it's hurting a lot by double. You know.
So people might say KDB is a trap.
Yeah.
KDB is a trap to me because I know the man quality. He don't let me down. Well, he don't let me down, boy. So
and he double in. The problem is
he double in next week, correct?
Yeah, the problem is not necessarily that he might be the trap, but Pep is the trap, and my trapping to picking the wrong City asset.
Nah,
so
Kevin
Pep is one of my trap assets.
Kevin had to play. That is one thing with him. That's why I just pick Kevin, because Kevin have to play.
Yeah, but he benched him the other day. Remember
one game.
I scarred, bro. Scarred. It's Pep we talking about, bro. Pep scarred.
That's one game. Nah, that one game. Kevin is a man. Will play.
Any other traps before we move on? Any goalkeeper traps? Any defender traps? Is Shaw a trap? You think Shaw will keep those clean sheets?
He will keep at least one.
Okay.
He will keep at least one. And the man could whip them by. And he on corners and free kicks.
Okay.
So he does whip them. So you might get assist or a fluky goal or a good goal, something. So Shaw is not a trap. Wan-Bissaka might be a trap.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, man.
Wow, Bruno trap or Bruno? Whoa. Let me wind back. Because I read people talking about Bruno. Eh? I think Bruno is a good shout, boy. I wouldn't like to, but out of wildness, I rather just captain him, don't get Rashford. Or just have Rashford, of course, but captain Bruno instead of Rashi.
If I had Bruno, I'd have captain Bruno too.
Yeah, Kapil saying trap. All right, Kapil. Differentials.
Mitoma is a differential still. I feel like hardly people are Mitoma. So yeah, I will go.
All right. Yeah, I think what's it under what? What do we say? Under 10?
Under 10. Under 10 is a diff.
Yeah.
Estupinian.
Right. I love it.
I want to say I just like a good only Brighton player. Solly match.
Okay, what? Not we are none two as a double game
None
player.
two, yeah.
We have
The new striker. Let me see if I could find the new striker.
yeah, get the name for me. Yeah, we have. Let me see a good differential. Oh, what about okay? There's a fixture that's very interesting to me. We have hold on. What about Watkins, bro?
Watkins is a man who hit me too much in the past, so I can't tell me to buy Watkins.
know.
But Watkins is a good differential because Aston Villa playing well. Leon Bailey.
Yeah, well, I have him. Oh, he better do
Leon
something.
Bailey.
Yeah,
The name of the striker from Leeds is Rute. That's the fella name.
Okay.
Rute.
Yeah.
Rute.
No. Villa
Back
playing
to back.
Leicester, so you know Leicester in a bit of. You can't tell Leicester. Leicester doing good 1 minute, and next is so up and
But
down, up and down.
They've been bad since the World Cup, eh?
Yeah.
So they kind of been consistently bad. So even though I know they draw the last game,
Yeah, the scoring goals too. That's it. The
Yeah, the
scoring.
scoring.
That's the problem. The score. They don't know who going to score.
that is the thing. Yeah. No, well,
Yeah.
Harvey Barnes is the man, you know.
Yeah.
And well, when Madison start back to play regularly, I think they will catch back this year. Madison is a real important player to them. For them.
Yeah. Well, that's if he remember. Well, I don't think it went through. Yeah. Because Newcastle was trying to buy him there.
No.
Gordon. That's
Gordon,
a
yeah.
weird one. Yeah.
I don't think that's a weird one, you know. He's a Eddie Howe type of player.
Okay.
Work hard,
Yeah.
English, had little techers.
Right.
So I could see him striving on the Eddie Howe.
Fair enough.
I don't think you're gonna take Willock position, but
Right. Definitely not. No.
you will give him good competition.
Yes.
I don't know what I mean for Saint Maximin though.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. Well, he's a good backup, I guess, for him too, because he's injury prone. So he's not too bad. And he'll run up and down. Yeah.
No, but Saint Maximin is the backup to Willock right now, so that means
Yeah.
he's the backup now.
Backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is too, I find, do you think with Gordon, you have to work on his end product? Because
Yeah.
right now, Newcastle they're looking dry on the goal front in the league so far. So they have to try and work on that. Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta work on the end product.
Captains. So let's get the obvious one out of the way. Rashford.
Marcus Rashford. Yeah. But I really tempted to captain Luke Shaw, not gonna lie to you.
Bro, you have to tell me that. You don't have to convince me of that. I did it the last double only because of Olise. If it wasn't for blood clot Olise, bro, a dancing. Only
I
because of
really
Olise.
tempted, but you see, I don't see Man U keeping 2 clean sheets, so that's the only thing
That is the problem.
keeping me from doing it. So Rashford is the safest. And if you have Bruno, captain Bruno, bro.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk about the triple captainship. You think this is a good game week to bust the triple captainship?
I personally waiting for a nice Haaland double game week to bust.
But didn't that happen? And people saw it wasn't our last one. Yeah.
Well, that was a decent. That was a decent one.
Because people triple and yeah, right.
But you could run in there because it's good fixtures.
Yeah,
You could run.
I mean, and Bruno in the
I could run
form of his life.
Yeah, Marcus doing what Marcus could do anything on the football field right now.
And he's class as a midfielder in the app. So
Correct.
to me, you can't, because I always say I don't like captain and strikers because the amount of points you could get, from a midfielder is way more, or a defender is way more.
Correct.
Right? Or even a day say a goalkeeper.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I don't
But yeah, you see a captain the hair and the hair get a last minute assist, not on Rashford,
You see?
madness.
So
Jeez.
I not you see them kind of wishful thinking from a triple captain. I'm not doing that. I was
No,
sure.
I wouldn't triple captain. I keep us on captain. Nah. I mean, look, Sad. I didn't captain Sad, but he did that for me already against Southampton. That was mad. But that's a one-off.
Yeah, so I ain't doing the triple.
Yeah. Captain. So differential captain then. Some off-brand. I guess Bruno might be off-brand, maybe.
Bamford.
Off-brand will be Bamford.
Bamford or Nonto or
Okay.
who was from that Leeds team? This boy in form or Harrison? But
Harrison. Sorry, and Harrison.
Harrison too, but Harrison didn't score in a while. So
no, he hasn't assisted or scored in a while. Yeah.
But I know Harrison wanted to. It had he wanted to leave or they wanted to sell him. So I
Right.
don't know how they're going to play in him
Yeah.
playing. But
On
those
him.
3 players from Leeds will be good differential captain picks.
Right. I'm not vexed with that. What about a singular game we play that we think could match up with Rashford? So Haaland probably might be the best singular. What's another good singular asset? Ketia, Saka.
And Ketia, Saka, Odegaard and all.
Yeah.
Odegaard seem to like Everton, so yeah. But Everton under Sean Dyche is a different Everton, so
But
I'm not seeing
what
plenty.
I was trying to explain to some of the guys on the panel last episode, as I don't know, something people like we have bogey teams, right? As Arsenal, we do, but something we're going away to that Goodison Park. Something Everton could be in the worst form. They could be on an 18-game losing streak. I don't know what it is. They always find a way. Last season, Gray's goal is still in my head. Gray, I jump out nightmares. Gray, right? Gray. That. No, I mean it's a different Arsenal. I knew, right? I know.
But it's football.
Are we doing good away? But it is football. We have a chance of doing something. I'm not saying it, but it's a chance. And Everton will love nothing better than to be the reason that that particular thing is hindered. Right? So I always keep that in mind. I keep me cautious because people are real gas and I was like, you know.
And it make it a bigger because of Sean Dyche.
Yes,
he's a brilliant manager.
But the only silver lining is that he has not had 3-4 games under his belt. It is his first game. So he still has to figure out who is playing for him, who understands the tactics. Because what, a week, 2 weeks maybe he had, if so much?
They appointed him last week.
Just on the cusp of FA Cup there, right? So not much time.
They didn't have no FA Cup to play, so he had them on the training ground for like maybe 4 days. Yeah.
So not much.
Yeah,
so not enough.
So
still. So he right, and his backline not too well except for the 2 solid centre backs that he has. So at least he has 2 experienced centre backs too.
And he knows Tarkowski from Burnley, so
of course, right.
You will have a working relationship.
So let's see how that goes. So I'm very keen to see how that goes. All right, so let's roll onto the fixtures and talk about some assets one time. So of course, game week 22 deadline is 2:30, but the first game is at 4 p.m. and it's a London derby. And I keep saying this like a broken record because there's so much London teams this time in the league. Almost every game week, every other game week, there's either 1 or 2 London derbies. So of course we have Chelsea facing the team from Craven Cottage in Fulham. Very interesting one. So you'll do away, I'll do home now, and we'll join for Arsenal, of course. So a decent Chelsea asset for this game, if anybody want to jump on the Chelsea train.
Havertz and Badiashile too. Havertz or Badiashile?
I like him, man.
Yeah, same. I find a good defender.
Yeah, boy. I really like him.
Proper.
I'm really impressed by that recruitment. Let's see how it pays off, but I'm very impressed by that. So Fulham, a little tricky, but I had to go Willian where I feel Willian could poison his whole team, boy.
Yeah, real men jumping on the Willian train.
Yeah, well, I had him for a few game weeks. I got something back from him on the bench. I didn't have, but he's decent. I think he's the best. Of course, you have Andreas, you have other guys, but because he's a new Chelsea team, but still, he will be accustomed playing there, but the pressure should not get to him. He should be able to rally the troops. I feel it will be interesting. And I've seen a lot of people discounting Fulham, but forgetting what Fulham has been doing for the entire season. They've been playing fearless.
The sixth reason.
Come on. So, right, 6 playing what? 11th or 10th? I think
Chelsea, the 10th. Chelsea 10th.
For now, if Aston Villa deal with Leicester, and Chelsea get boy.
Yeah, the Prem sticky. Everyone's sticky.
Pressure. Even the relegation battle. And speaking of relegation battle, of course, Everton face the greatest team in London. Right? It is not for debate anymore. The greatest team in London. Everton versus Arsenal. So we'll do this. You'll give me one for Arsenal too. So Everton assets, bro. What are you thinking?
Everton. Since it's a Sean Dyche team, and I think he's going to set out the team to be very defensive, trying to keep a clean sheet. I go in with a defender, and I'll go in Tarkowski.
All right, I like that.
I'll go in Tarkowski.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, and let's discuss Arsenal assets. So of course the obvious, Saka, yeah. But what about if someone who wants to jump on the Arsenal defense? Who you reckon?
Ben White.
Okay.
Because he's a differential compared to Saliba and Gabriel.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with Zinchenko too, because Zinchenko playing real good too. So
okay.
Zinchenko or White?
Yeah, Zinchenko's been amazing. Bro.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. He has been amazing. Yeah. Solid. All right, moving right along. Villa, Leicester.
Villa. I like the left back, Alex Moreno.
Yeah.
So I'll go Alex Moreno.
Okay, I like it. I'm not vexed with that. Leicester, boy. I mean, you can't go with Barnes. I find Tielemans sussy these days. He on and off. He didn't even push himself to try and get a move. Like,
there was never selling him. There was never.
I ain't saying no, but I mean, try to attract somebody. Oh, gosh. You know what I mean? Put some ball and do something.
I think he already know where he going in the summer.
Right.
Yeah. So he said, boy, I will get Leicester my all for this last 4 months, 6 months. And from in the summer, I'm going where I'm going.
Okay, fair enough. This is a nice game. Pressure. This could impact the relegation battle severely as well too. Because high flying Brentford again. Brentford, another one of the teams doing really well. Mm-hmm. Fearless football facing Southampton. Bro, talk to me.
Brentford, boy. I feel Brian going and give you something this game.
Okay.
Mr.
I like it. Yeah. I'm going with the other one, Pero.
Well, Pero is we boy,
Yeah, I'm going with Pero.
And Southampton playing good too.
Yeah, well, enough.
Well, better than they would.
I know what you mean, better than before. Yeah. I feel sorry for him. I'm not going to pronounce his name, Hassan.
Hassan Houghton, so he has
I liked it. Yeah, good manager.
He will get a job though.
He'll bounce back. He could get some championship and bring up a team. That would be decent. Yeah. Speaking of high flying, another solid. These teams having some brilliant seasons.
Table teams on fire.
Brilliant. And of course, they lost their manager, a great manager, and nothing regular scheduled programming. Right? I would say it's just on par. I don't want to say even better, but just
I think they get a better manager, to be honest.
Yeah. So for their style and the kind of players that they have, yes. And brought out more grit from them.
Correct. That he bring an Italian intensity to it.
With the goal scoring. Because sometimes the Italian style a bit negative.
Yeah. But he was always a progressive
one. Correct, of course. As AC Milan fans, we don't like him at all.
His Swasulo team, right? I love that Swasulo
team.
Swasulo team,
that first season was horrendous, man. Oh, gosh, right?
He used to beat up AC Milan, right?
Yeah, true.
Not AC Milan alone, all them big boys.
Yeah, all the big boys, giant killers, you call them. Right? So Brighton assets. Of course, we have, give me the usual guy with the M and give me something a little,
Some a little different then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you a different M. I'm going to give you McAllister.
All right.
He's looking real good.
But he hasn't returned in a little while. That's the only thing.
Yeah, he hasn't returned in a little while. But he doing.
But I mean, he playing.
Yeah, he's doing all the things that he's looking like he on the verge now.
Yes. Well, of course, Mitoma and all that. Of course.
Yeah, Mitoma, March, Estupinian.
Of course.
You can't go wrong with Brighton right now.
Yeah. The thing with Bournemouth, most of Bournemouth assets that I would have called and jumped on. Yeah, boy, because right now is bare bones.
Yeah.
Bournemouth going through right now, you know, Bournemouth in a kind of beans right now. I don't even know if more. I think more because normally we'd have gone with your
Keith
boy,
Moore.
right? No, your other boy Tavernier.
Yeah, Tavernier, but Tavernier
Right.
injured. He
Injured
played
a while now.
since World
right?
Cup.
So more, I feel might be the safest. Let me see what the injuries looking like, because I don't wanna,
Nah,
call
more
you
fit.
wrong now,
More fit.
right?
But
More
they
is
bought
fit.
a fella called Traore. He's a good player.
Actually, they had some decent transfers, you know. I was watching the window, right?
Yeah,
And
they
they
had a
brought in
decent
some
window.
decent players. So it mightn't be all doom and gloom, they reinforcing the team. Yeah, it wasn't terrible actually. I'm glad you mentioned that actually. It wasn't really it actually wasn't terrible. So you never know. And they have, of course, they have Jadon Anthony that scored recently for them as well. So let's see how that goes. But they brought in some decent signings. So we'll see how that plays out. Well, big one. One of the double gaming teams. You have United versus Crystal Palace. Big one. Talk to me. Well, of course, the usual. We get Rashford out of the way.
I wanna shout out Vegas, yes.
All right. Yes.
Few day Vegas give me.
You think he starts both games? Or what start? Not maybe play the full 90, but starts both games?
Yeah, start both game, come off 65th for Martial.
For Martial.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Unless he get injured or something.
Right, of course. God forbid. Palace, boy. Well, we saw what they did the first time, which was not too far ago. Right? It wasn't that far. It wasn't there. It wasn't that long ago at all. But they have no Zaha.
That's small thing.
But they recently got Sambi.
Yes.
So I'm glad for him. I'm not going to call him Zaha, but I'm glad for him. You never know.
Yeah. To get regular game time.
He might, do something because he have a bit of flair in him,
I think he would.
Because he's not
the Korean midfield.
That's it. I mean, he's not really he's a CDM-ish, but he could do
he's more of an 8. He's more of an 8.
Yeah, he do 8 stuff. That's what he did before. That's why this guy, Vincent Kompany, these guys was real bigging him up and giving him quarters and he was captain of his team. Right? So I mean, so he's a solid player. So maybe and a team like this and under one of the greatest midfielders ever to ever grace the field, the pitch. Right, you never know, he might grow well, so I'm very keen on that. But
I like that alone on it,
bro. That is one of the. I'm keen. I'm watching that. Of course, I would say, let me say Olise just for consistency's sake. Olise, hopefully they could step it up and play some good ball in place of Zaha.
Yeah. I think like they used to miss Zaha a lot more long time, but since they get Eze and Olise and these guys, they have the flair to match Zaha now. So they don't miss Zaha as much when he injured. So
I fully agree with that assessment. Yeah, that's a good assessment there. Moving right along, we also have we have Wolves versus Liverpool.
I think Liverpool could lose this game.
Bro. Well, I'm not gonna say the two most dead teams in the league.
No, but Wolves playing better though. At least Wolves, get showing progression. Liverpool ain't really showing progression. I want for Wolves. I go in. What's the midfielder name, boy?
My boy, Podence.
Nah. The new side.
Crap.
His name started Enent, Nuno or something.
Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong name, but yeah. I know you're talking about.
I watch him play a few times. He looks so good, boy.
Okay. I feel Bueno could cause some problems.
Matheus, that's his name.
Right.
Matheus Nunes.
Nunes. And of course, Liverpool, I bet to Liverpool, but Liverpool boy, pressure in the camp, boy.
Call the big man name now. Call the big man.
Yeah. You know what? I'll call the big man name. Robertson. I feel. Robertson. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I don't know Gakpo, probably, but I don't know, boy.
I find Gakpo just shooting all over the place.
Yeah, you have no choice. But they They didn't make any last minute transfer
None.
day deadline signings at all. Nothing.
And they didn't sign a midfielder.
No,
and that's what
again,
and that's what
again.
they need a midfielder. They need a midfielder.
This is what the second straight window now.
Correct. Well, unless you want to count Arthur.
Oh, Melo.
Yeah, Melo, yeah. He been Melo. He been Melo.
Boy,
He
Melo
Melo.
is a joke. My goodness,
He been really-
goodness.
I think they say he fit though, so we might see him.
Right. My word, my word. Yeah, but Liverpool, but again, that's what happens when you're doing this sustainable model. You know, they holding on to the bread. You know, they real pinching the bread, boy.
If they don't sign Jude in the summer, I don't know what they do.
That's it. They should have signed Jude. No, but that's not what they're
Yeah.
Big ups. Okay, Newcastle, West Ham. Is this a good time for West Ham to face Newcastle, or is this a better time for Newcastle to face West Ham?
Well, yeah, I think it's a good time to face West Ham, to be honest, because they get a win, but it could have. Yeah, this is that good question, you know, because after a win, you know, your confidence just be up and you're waiting for the next game to be. So, I think this might be a good time for West Ham to play Newcastle. Yeah. But then Newcastle not qualify for the EFL final. So them confidence up too. So
yeah. And they're getting some of the guys to finally, you know, be on the score sheet that says Bowen looking all right, you know. So but again, that was not in the league. So of course, despite Newcastle form, their defense is impeccable. Impeccable.
And West Ham don't score, so.
And West Ham not scoring in the league. So barring maybe a pen or something, a penalty, but Newcastle defense has been disciplined as well. So you know the chances of that are very low. But and Newcastle, I said, bro, talk to me. I know it's a little tricky. It's a tricky one. And no Trippier. Give him a
that was thinking. Pope.
Okay, I love it. I'm not vexed with that at all.
I wanted to go Isaac, but I'll go.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
Let me see. Was there in so right now? So apparently Isaac might be injured. He injured and might be ruled out. Yeah, he have a face injury.
A face injury.
Yeah. So we're not too sure yet. So it's being assessed, but it looked like if he's ruled out. Of course, you know Bruno is suspended.
Yeah.
He will miss 3 domestic games.
Yeah.
So he should be. I think they have a real big game. I think the final. He'll be back for the final. He should be in. Yeah. So he'll be well rested. So that's a decent advantage for them in the final. He'll be well rested.
But they were missing in the Prem though, and they still wanna do well in the Prem. So.
Of course. Well, you never know. Maybe Gordon or Joe Linton might step up to the plate.
Correct.
You know?
So I could see that happen, and I could see Willock.
Correct.
And Anthony Gordon starting on Saint Maximin starting on the left.
Yeah.
So because Longstaff having a real good season too. I find he looking real good.
Yeah, for real. I'm not vexed with that at all. West Ham assets, boy. I mean, I'll go safe Bowen. I'll go safe for the Bowens. You can't go wrong with Bowens. I'll have a bigger Bowen all the time. Safest one. Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. This is a very interesting one.
That'll be a real good game, I think.
Yeah, I think that, especially with Nottingham home there, pressure. Bro.
Yeah. I think we'll see goals in that game.
I don't know. Why. Talk to me.
Nottingham. Brennan Johnson, boy.
Okay, I like it. Johnson. Solid. Well, Leeds, I go with Nanto. Big up Nanto. Really like Nanto. Love
Nanto's a really good player.
Yeah. I really like it.
You can't go wrong with that Nanto, fella.
Cannot go wrong. He's looking good. And he playing everywhere. He running back, winning the ball, coming up the road. You know, like a Mane.
Yeah, he does remind my Mane. Yeah. That really
very yeah, good. Very, very good work rate. And work rate with some substance, not just hey, well, he's work hard. No, he does stuff.
He has a brain as well.
Yes. He have a good football brain. Spurs versus City.
Remember what happened last time.
Of course, teams, big teams like us, we don't rely and wait on other teams to win things for us and do things for us. But if it was one time, Spurs
I don't put faith in.
Can't be Spursy.
No.
Of course, Spurs.
Yeah.
Of course, Spurs.
How?
But we don't need them. We don't rely on them. But Spurs are set, bro. Talk to me.
Kulusevski.
Okay.
That youth man, boy.
You
I
think
remember boy.
you think that Juma starts one time or just get some minutes?
Because Son squad brace. So Son going and start and when they can't bench Kane because
Of course, Kane is the man. Yeah.
So, but Dan Juma off the bench is a real good option.
That's a problem. That is a problem.
I like Dan Juma a lot.
I really like it. I watch we used to watch Villarreal when he was yeah.
And since even when he was playing with Bournemouth, quality football.
City are gonna go weird and go Grealish.
That is a weird shout and that a good shout. Because
I feel
the main threat right now.
I feel Spurs might do the same thing, hold them down for a little bit. Because I mean, it's not to say that they were trashed in the first game, it's just they got thrashed in the second half.
Facts. I don't know what went on with them.
So and which is weird, uncharacteristic for them because for most of the season, Spurs have been terrible in the first half, and then all of a sudden in the second half they remember to play football. Correct. So I don't know what went on. Like they remembered in the first and forgot in the second. You know,
maybe they could only play one half. So if they play good first half, expect a bad second half. So we will see.
But City have been conceded, right? That's one thing that has been messing up their style. And they did bring in any defenders. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Make any big blunder. No, right? Except for just bringing up Lewis, really.
Yeah, they didn't bring in.
So the back line will be who, boy? Lewis one side, Ake on the other.
Akanji and Laporte or Akanji and Stones.
Stones. That's not so many clean sheety for me, you know. I know at all. But of course, Kane, I'll go with Grealish. I really think Grealish is but I am very tempted to bring in Lewis for the double. But we'll talk about that on 20.
Next game. We'll talk about that.
And then United facing up Leeds, so of course the double game week. Now, before we go into it, boy, which team will be better double, boy? Just forget the assets, but just on paper, the better double, boy.
I think Man United because they play in the both games home.
The advantage. Yeah. And they're looking solid home, playing really good home.
And they're not conceding and they're not losing at home. So.
Well, I mean, we already talked. We could call an alternative. Another.
Yeah, get them our next one. Yeah.
Our next alternative here, because I mean, Anthony. I know he's not. I find he fell off the boil a bit though. I don't know.
Yeah, but Anthony's a good shout.
Clean sheet, right?
You know, we could say Casemiro too. You know,
right. So Casemiro is a solid one as well. What was that captain, boy?
What Captain Casemiro?
Two left field. I know, I'm just joking. Because we don't captain CDMs. That's all.
You see my face change. I want to know.
No, I'm joking. But big up. And Leeds. Well, we mentioned Nonto. We can mention Bamford. Give Bamford a shout.
Yeah, because especially if Rodrigo injured.
Yeah.
I think he and Rutter might start because they play a different formation in the FA Cup. I don't know if they'll do that in the Prem because it's the Prem. So we will see. But
I just want to show you my team really quickly. So I was not able to do anything as yet in terms of wild card or anything. So I'll be doing all that tonight. This is what the team looks like. Alba, I know you wasn't on the show, but you had any thoughts? Wild card, too early? No, just take a -8 and done. What do you think? 2.6 in the bank. 2 free transfers.
You don't even have to take a minus. You have 2 free transfers. You don't even need to take a minus. You take a -4. Get rid of because Newcastle going on blank soon. So you could. I don't know how you feel about Almiron. So Almiron and Salah could come out. You gain your Rashford and Mitoma, yeah. How much is Mahrez, boy? Because that wouldn't be a bad shout, eh?
That's a great shout. Bring him in early from the jump.
So
Yeah.
you could go Rashford, Mahrez, because Rashford not expensive, but he again pricey, but he's still not expensive, no? So and yeah, you do Rashford, Mahrez, and your -4 could be Wilson fit, so he will start because
Right.
Isaac unsure, so you don't need to sell Wilson.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
then,
do I? Sorry, go ahead.
And so you're set for your City assets next game week. You have 3
Right.
City assets. If one fail, you could always sell them because you have a free.
Of course.
So yeah, you don't even need to take a -4. You could that's the 2 transfer you can make right there. Unless you want to bring in a Leeds asset.
Right. Oh yeah, I was tempted to bring in none too, but I mean, I don't have.
You had to sell Bailey, and I don't think you want to sell Bailey.
Yeah, or I had to sell. Yeah. But my question, oh God, it's not a day now. So what up now? Do you think I should wait on 23 to bring in an Arsenal asset, or I should not go any further without an Arsenal asset? Or Rashford should be the main priority and focus on our Arsenal asset for next game?
Yeah, you could bring in Arsenal next week because for some reason I just think in this Everton game not going to be high scoring because Dyche, whole week Dyche had them men just defending and training.
Correct.
You, Mykolenko, this is what Saka going to do. He had Damari Gray running at Mykolenko whole week. Learn to defend, brother. Defend. Bro. And he defending.
Shoulder. Bam. True. To the corner flag, yeah.
Yeah, correct. But Saka is a different scene, so.
Of course. Saka not, yeah. Saka.
I'm not seeing a blowout now because I don't really. Only once I ever see a Sean Dyche team get blowout, and that was when Arsenal was retiring. I feel he just say, fellas, get Arsenal that. So I not see. So you don't necessarily need an Arsenal asset this gimmick, but for sure next gimmick, and you could take your -4 next gimmick instead of taking a -8 this game.
Yeah, and going on that. Essentially. Yeah. All right, and back to that. I even study into that. To you see, I'm more scared of not having single
Rashford.
game week boy, Matoma boy. I know you study Rashford. I want to Rashford. I'm not saying. I mean, I have to tackle the game week. You have to tackle the double. It's a double. But to me, I'd rather go Bruno. Man, no Bruno expensive. I have Salah, so I could get rid of I'd go Bruno for the differential, boy. Real bad, If I tell you, right,
that makes sense.
Yeah, just to
so you could go Bruno and then Matoma. Bruno in and Matoma in and Almiron and Salah.
Yeah.
And that's
and
it.
If I had to -4, I mean just -4, maybe my defender, just maybe bringing another solid defender. But I just say Mykolenko may have a solid day.
Yeah, they might.
You never know. But I mean, we don't want to draw. We want to win. But
I want points. Come on.
Yeah, we want points. All right, let's move on to the final part of the program. What's your game plan, dude? What is media changes already? What's your game plan?
Well, I trying to save my free chances for next game week and for the blank game weeks now. So
right. So
yeah,
but a blank one. I know it's far away, but it's right there, bro. It's not by the time you blink.
Correct. Because the way the first half of the season went, I had to use my free hit, so I already had that to play with. And I don't want to use my wild card yet.
Yeah.
So
all right. What formation we should go with?
We do 4-4-2 last week.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me do strikers going. Let me do 3 strikers. So 3-4-3, 4-3-3.
Okay. 4-3-3 or 3-4? Okay.
3-4-3.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Goalkeepers. The best goalkeeper for this game week.
De Gea.
That's not a bad shout,
Yeah.
That's a real good shout, That's a real good shout. Yes. Hey, you mustn't say them kind of things, boy. That's a real good shout. If Manu wasn't blanking it,
Yeah. If there was,
I go ham, bro. All right. Well, no matter what order, defender, midfield, striker, I'll help you out. We dropping Mitoma early or not yet?
Yeah, dropping Mitoma one time. Film Matoma one time.
Right? It's a double game week, so it's okay to have more than one from the teams. 'Cause it's a double
From the
week.
double
So
game week team.
Yeah, so we
Alright.
leave it. That's not a problem. Of
Let me-
course,
Let me put Vegas one time too.
right. Let's put Vegas. Right? Everybody else, Rashford is not a differential, so you wonder.
Yeah, we're not paying.
I mean, it's
we're
not
not
a-
paying Sean either.
Yeah, it's not a differential team, but you know, everybody
Yeah,
have them.
yeah,
Everybody have them.
It's like a scout.
Yeah,
team.
yeah. Everybody have them.
Yeah, we scout.
And these are the guys you put with them. That's
Correct,
put-
correct. This is squad
Um,
players. This is squad players.
Squad player. I like that squad players. Let's see what. So we have Mitoma, we have De Gea, we have Weggy.
Longstaff.
Longstaff is mid, I know.
Newcastle.
Mid, right?
Yeah, midfielder. Longstaff.
Okay.
We need leads. Nanto.
Nonto. How the class am again? Strike.
Mid.
Ish,
Let me
huh?
check.
I think he's a.
Let me check.
In real life, he's a striker, but
Yeah, he's a striker.
Striker in this? Right.
Yeah, he's a forward. Yeah.
Good. Nonto. So Nonto, Wegos, Mitoma, Longstaff. De
I watching
Gea.
Greenwood here too, boy. Greenwood is a good shout.
Yeah. Melina have Greenwood. Yeah.
But I don't know if he going and play that thing.
That's the thing, boy. He might come on. Yeah. That's the
sure
problem.
Nanto start.
Yeah, at least Nonto start. Yeah.
Correct. We missing two defenders, two midfielders,
Two midfielders.
and a striker.
I'm trying to look at the fixtures and do it mentally. Yes.
I don't think Leeds going to keep a clean sheet, so I don't want to
No,
pal Leeds.
no. That don't make sense.
I'm not paying a midfielder from Leeds either. We don't have two Manu, so let me look elsewhere. Let me go Zinchenko.
Zinchenko. City, I think they'll keep a clean sheet against Spurs? Nah.
Spurs going to score. And Spurs have a knocker beaten City, you know.
Yeah, they do. They're the bogey. They're one of the main bogey sides. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs beat City now.
Okay.
I'm not saying it would happen, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. I'm not vexed with that.
Let me Kulu. Kulu and Mahrez.
Mahrez, no, he's a defiant. He's a mainstay.
Let me tell you how much Mahrez is.
I don't know if I want to jump on if he's not 3-4-3. Cap, talk to me. Give me a player now. Someone we didn't put in yet.
Mahrez is 7.9, so yeah.
All right, we could trade me. Because we'll work with under 10.
Yeah, on that 10 for sure. Yeah.
Right, so alongside Mahrez, Mitoma, we need one striker, one mid.
Defender.
One defender, sorry. A good def striker right now.
Mbeumo.
I mean, Aurel, what, sorry?
Mbeumo.
Ooh, but I was going to say Watkins. What do you think?
Ooh, Watkins. I like Watkins more. Even though I would personally never pick Watkins.
No, yeah. Personally.
But I like Watkins.
Under Emery?
Running.
Bro.
That Villa team running.
Defender. Well, two defenders we need, actually.
We need two?
Yeah, we need two.
We didn't sign next defender?
Yeah.
Okay,
so bam. We think Brighton keeping a clean sheet?
Yeah, but we have Matoma already.
Yes. And then
we don't say Stupinian, but
yeah. We could diverse it a little bit.
Like what we think, I think in home teams. So
right.
What we think about Wolves, I don't think Wolves one was risky. Chelsea at home to Fulham. Chelsea.
Okay.
Adiashi.
I don't even know how to start to spell.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it. Put his first name Benoit. Benoit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's his first name.
Right, and one more.
Home teams. We have Newcastle already.
Yeah,
we are Longstaff.
Yeah.
Longstaff.
What about one of the other doubles? No.
Nah, well, we not going Leeds.
Who's the other United? I mean, but they're not really good. I mean, Lissandro score one.
Yeah. But we had two Man U.
We have the here.
Yeah, we are here. Yeah, so we want to double D just in case.
Let's see if Cap say anything. Cap say Martinez, Robertson. Robertson.
Robertson is not a bad shout, you know. I like
I
that.
would it, you know. I would it, you know.
I would it, you know, yeah, same.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Caps, you for that.
We be paying Robertson.
Yeah, man, Cap. So they obviously have Wegos, Watkins, Nonto. We have Longstaff, Maris, Kulu, Mitoma. You have Zinchenko, Robertson, De Gea, and pronounce his name for me. And
Benoit Badiashile.
yes, that. I will learn it eventually, but yes, big him up all the time. Right, so of course it's game week 22, guys. Aaron, any solid advice before we close off?
The game week is tomorrow. Fix your side tonight. Before you go on fet,
Aura.
fix it tonight because I know I'll affect it tonight too.
Telling you, fix it
I'll affect it
now.
every day. So fix it
No.
now. Don't
Correct.
see you can do it in the morning because when you
No.
wake up, you're going to have to drink coffee and you're going to be late for work. And then when you reach the work, you're going to do work. Because I don't want all you to say the fantasy pavilion, tell all you to fix all the team on work. No, do that.
Agree. We'll
Tonight,
never ever say that.
Don't do that because they will come and bash we and we this is not a bashing committee. Only peace and love. Trust in God as always.
Correct.
Trust in God.
What about? Let me see before we go away. Can we finish a nice time here, man? What
Yeah.
about any? Normally we don't do this a lot, but the best I know we put one here,
Mhm.
but besides the here, because I find that we had to talk about someone to
Goalkeepers.
goalkeepers going forward, boy. Like,
Mhm.
you think Kepa is the best one going forward? I know we have
He in form. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
he's the best one going. He in form. I'm not going to lie.
but like who's the best set and stay goalkeeper right now in your opinion? Not just for the game, forget the game, but best set and stay
In-
right now.
Ramsdale will be a real good shout because.
Set and stay.
But the only thing with that is Arsenal in such good form. I don't want to say waste your Arsenal asset on a keeper, but set and stay will be Ramsdale and Pope. Pope set and stay because he been my keeper from jump. So
Right.
and he does play almost every game week. So it only once I make the mistake and I start Ward instead of him and it hurt me. So I was like, brother, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pope, Ramsdale, Ramsdale, set and stay. According, get Chelsea 2 more game weeks.
Right.
And I will put Kepa in there as well.
Okay,
So Pope,
okay.
Ramsdale for sure.
Okay. I'm not vexed with that at all. I also like the idea too of if in case with the Newcastle, I mean obviously don't match every team right now, but I guess for somebody wild card and a Pope Trippier might be a bad combo.
Correct.
And then you just have those two
So
on,
some-
and you have Kepa as your next Ward or something as your next Oriel, right?
Or Navas.
Or
If
Navas, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. So it's not too bad. If for somebody wild card, I don't know, anything like that, not a bad combo and they bring them right back in because
Correct.
as we said, they are the best defense team right now, and
Mhm.
they keep in the clean sheets. So you can't go wrong if you have a double clean sheet. Trippier and Pope, and Trippier
Right.
has been getting bonus points
Right.
almost every game. I don't want to say all because I might be wrong, but almost every
Almost every
game he has been getting
Yeah.
bonus points. Right? Of course, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The banner running below. We got some new subscribers today. I wanted to just shout them out really quickly because I appreciate the fact that you took the time to click the subscribe button. Right? So we had 1,010. So I want to big up Mark Campbell. I want to big up Alan Cooper. And I want to big up Mboba Millet or Millet. I hope I pronounced that correct. Shout out to you guys. Thanks very much. So we had 1,010 right now subs. And of course, my piece of advice is always click that save button. Make sure you click the save button. So just click it and run. Make sure don't just make a team and run off. Click the save button. Double check quick. Trust me, you're going to cry and hurt when you thought you put Rashford on and you thought you captain Rashford and then Rashford on the bench.
Correct.
And your captain, your captain on Wegos or something like that. Or not even Wegos or Willian or Bailey or I mean if you tell me to Mahala, you might do, but still. But tackle the double game week, right? I want to big up Kapil for coming through. Thanks for all the time always keeping us company, bro. And tell your friends about us, right? Don't forget to of course F1
coming soon.
Testing. Right, is going to begin this month, right? And there's scheduled up on the social media page. So we're gonna keep a close eye on that. and try and do some episodes around that to try and help us prepare for the fantasy as well. There was an interesting tweet out today. I think Play On is no longer the engine for the Formula One fantasy. So we will see what the official Formula One does. But I think there's some other engines around that might fill in the space. So we'll see how that goes. So of course, may your captain score a hat-trick, may defender keep clean sheets, unless it's Spurs, and may your strikers bring in abundant points to you. May your arrows be green, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy picking. I want to thank Aaron for coming through, man. Take care.
I don't know. Blessings, bro.